Welcome back to GoGameGo. Welcome back to Indie Spotlight, Episode 7. We have a game today. I'm not even sure how to pronounce this. Dojoran or Dojoran. Not sure. But it's a platformer, and it's a lot of fun. So I wanted to spotlight this week. Let's get right into it. 4 months ago, the world seemed filled with peace and harmony. After leaving a thin and fragile envelope in an endless immensity, the only benefit of life was innocence. Nothing was more necessary than to sneak out of shadows on instinct as it's, you know what? Yeah, let's just go right to the game. How about that? So here's the basics. B jumps. So you have these little coins or buttons. I don't know what they are. You collect. Well, they're making little Mario ching sounds. I guess they are coins. So your frog has two abilities. It can jump as a single jump, and it can wall climb like this, which is kind of a cool little feature. It's a nice ability. So you try to collect as many of those. As you see over here, you have a little bag, and it tells you how many you've collected. This right here is a checkpoint. And I hit that spike and died. That's why it's good to have checkpoints. Ah, here you go, the apple. The apple gives you a new ability. Yeah, you don't need it. You have to use them wisely, as they just say. So let's test out this apple. What you do to use the apple, you jump, and then you hit the Y button. The Y button gets rid of the apple, but you use the apple to catapult yourself up higher. Let's watch. Like that. Or so. There we go, got the button. And I might as well grab another apple on the way out, just in case I need it. Ah, I didn't get that coin, that's alright. I'm going to show maybe 5 stages here, depending on time. I don't want to show too much game. There's only 28 stages. Another checkpoint. And then the little mushrooms do nothing. The big ones are little bouncy guys here. Okay, now you have a fly. If you look over to the left, you have an apple that you use Y. The fly is an extra life. If you die, you immediately come right back. And then down there it's like a little collectible. It's a big coin or a big button, whatever you want to call it. But it is a collectible, and at the end, you'll see, at the end of your run, it'll show you what you've ended your run with. So let's try to get across this. I have to use the apple to get across. Oh, that was terrible. But see, I had to fly, so I came right back to life. You just got to make sure you move quickly. And then for the end, you have to jump into the water. There you go. That's the end of level 1. So you see, we've 28 total levels. I don't know if anything else opens up. I haven't finished the game completely. But I do know I really like this game. That's why I wanted to showcase this one. Now, sometimes you can't really see where you're jumping to if you're up high. It's a little annoying, but I don't know. Once you get used to the game, there's no problem. I'll say this for the game. Man, these controls are spot on. They're tremendous. Oh, like, see, like, there's an example right there. Alright, so now I know that's there. And this game is set up for speedruns. Definitely. I just want to show you, when you jump down, you can actually come back up, or you can stick to the wall like that, which is nice. Alright, so there's a checkpoint. These little guys you can just jump on. They will kill you, though, if they touch you. Oh, shoot. I didn't do that very well. There we go. Let's get that fly. Need the fly. Eat the fly. Eat the fly. Anyone remember that that quote from Seinfeld? I love that. Eat the fly. That was the Frogger episode. Yeah, I'm playing with a frog. How about that? Perfect timing. It's always a perfect time to quote Seinfeld, though. Should I see what's down here? I don't know if I can get back up, though. Oop. Shoot. Well, I'll have to use a fly on that one, huh? What the heck? Man, that's a tricky spot, isn't it? Okay, got that. I was just testing out if I bounce on the apple no matter what. There we go. It's actually pretty simple. There you go. 2 levels down. Man, if you like platformers, grab this game. It's on the Nintendo eShop right now. I think it just came out Thursday. I believe it's been on Steam for a while, but it just came out on the Nintendo Switch. I highly recommend it if you're into platformers. Oh, hello. Hello. What? Can I get that without an apple? Well, yes I can. So you can do speed runs. You can also... oh, shoot. You can also, at the other levels... You know what? Let me show that as soon as we're done here. Oh, look at this. So this one I have to jump, get the apple, release the apple, and jump on top of it and get across. Not too bad. Oh, there we go. Nice. The button doesn't count until you hit ground. See? I like that. But if I die here and I have to go back, the button still stays there. The button. I keep calling it a button. I think it's supposed to be a coin. Looks like a button to me. I'm not fooling anyone. Gotta jump over that guy. Let's get that. Oh, no! There was the end right there. Eh. Didn't hit the Y button quick enough. Whoops. I was telling you the controls are great. They are. These are my mistakes here. I haven't run into anything in this game yet where it was the game's fault, like bad control or anything. Not at all. There we go. Alright, so if you look here, when you click on there, it will tell you down here, you got 35 coins, you got the big coin. This other slot here is for the fly. So if you're able to get through the level and you get the fly and you don't die, it'll show up here. So this is kind of cool because, okay, so level 2, I didn't even get the big coin. So this is a cool game for completionists because it's really short. Like I said, 28 levels, but you can go back to get the big coin, to get the fly, and to get as many of these coins as possible. So it's fun to go back. And if you notice over here on the right, there's a timer going. So I don't know. I don't think there's any leaderboards. I haven't seen it yet. But the timer, the game looks like it's set up to go through this multiple times. Go through the game multiple times. So it's good for speed running, good for completionists. And the water, if you fall in the water, you will die. Despite being a frog. Alright, now we've added this. And they keep adding like new things to it. Like here you got these little conveyor belt things. Oh. I'll tell you what I do love about this game too is the level design. It's tremendous. Very clever. Alright. And some of the later levels, they have like Mario, dungeon levels where you have the rotating fire, stuff like that, and the fire shooting up in the air. Bird. So that's what's cool about these designs. It's so cool. You really got to be good here. Your platform to get through this. All right. All right, bird. Checkpoints way up here. Now, the cool thing about the bird is you actually get to use him in later levels. Woo, look at that. I had to fall and cling onto the wall. It's best to, when you're falling near a wall to just slam into it at some point. Woo, look at that. Oh, man. Oh, see what I did there? Ooh, if I'd have gone straight down, I would have died. How can I get around this, though? Oh, no. I lost the fly. Lost the fly. Alright. That was my fault. The, what do you call it? The art style of this game reminds me a lot of Gato Roboto, which is another great game. I should do that on one of these indie spotlights. That's such a good game. Gato Roboto. Back here, get the fly. Oh man, I barely touched that spike. That sucks. Another checkpoint. I love that's another great thing about this game is checkpoints. Thank goodness. On some later levels, they use the birds very clever in a very clever manner. Because as you just saw, you can bounce off the bird's head. Ooh, I shouldn't have made that jump. I should have waited a second. Gotta get in a better position here. There we go. Woo. Uh-oh. So you can bounce right off the bird. You know, at first it seems kind of irritating about the blind jumps, but as you're playing this game, you're like, you know, this is actually cool. Boom. There we go. All right, so there's 4 levels. I think we'll just leave it there. I don't want to show too much of it. It's not that long of a game. It's a very inexpensive game. I think it's, I don't know what it is. It's under $10, like $7, $8. Very expensive, maybe even cheaper. I'm not sure. But there's a lot to do if you want to go back and replay the levels. And the levels, as you saw, were very short. So it makes it great for going back to beat your, to pick up the collectibles. I highly recommend this game. If you're into platformers, I definitely would get this. I really enjoyed this game a lot. Actually, I'm still playing it. I'm not even all the way done yet. I do have another save file where I'm like, I think I'm close to half done. So there are more interesting things that even happen on upcoming levels. So what you saw isn't the whole game. There's plenty more to go. All right. Thanks for joining for this episode. I will see you next week. Bye.